Hello everybody and welcome to my project lifestyle layout video. So we're working with design layout C, which is all 4x6 pockets. So I'm going to be putting some washi tape behind these two 3x4s, and that way they kind of act as a 4x6. So this is all going to be from one event, which is also a fun thing to do on a page if you have multiple photos from one event. And so I'm just getting my mojo going with this spread. It's been a little while since I've done a project life layout, so I couldn't think more creatively, and so all I did was this on this first card, and I call that one done. So this was a pre-printed card, and I just so happen to have these alpha stamps. And so here I want to show you my little tip when you're stamping a longer title. So I actually wrote it down on a scratch piece of paper, counted the letters, including the spaces, and found the middle. So that middle is the letter A, and so I'm lining this 4x6 card up on my grid mat, and then I use the line in the center as my starting point to stamp the A, and then I start stamping to the right and to the left. And so this is too why it helps to have it written down, so that way I spell everything correctly. So now that's all stamped. This is my little key of my Inktense pencils, and so I use that to determine which watercolor pencils I wanted to use because I want it to match that pre-printed card. So what I'm doing is I am using my water brush, and I'm just touching it to the tip of the Inktense pencil, as you can see. And then I'm off to the side, because these are very intense colors, I'm just scribbling a little bit off on a scratch piece of paper on the side that you can't see, just to lighten the color so it's not too intense, because I'm trying to match the pre-printed color. So this was an ink pad of the fog, and so instead of touching it with my watercolor water brush, I'm using my acrylic little block, and I'm just pressing that on the ink pad to get the ink on the block and using that as a palette, and that worked really well. So this was just a fun way to make my card look as if it was pre-printed and use my stamps and watercoloring pencils. So again, I couldn't think of much else to do with this card, so all I did was stamp the date and staple it up in the corner. Not too creative. But here we go. This is the photo strip, and so yes, I am cutting it apart. And you may find that once you cut apart your photo booth strips or photos, they fit perfectly on these little 3x4 cards for Project Life. So take a deep breath, and I give you permission to cut them apart. There's nothing wrong with that, and it's a great way to use your photo booth little strips that you may otherwise not know what to do with or struggle with to scrapbook them some other way. So here I actually trimmed off the bottom and the sides so that it'll fit on my little scrap designer paper, because I wanted that gray or light gray border around it. I just cut a little strip of this yellow to tie in that color, and I use that as like a little layering element there. And because again these are two 3x4s going in a 4x6 pocket, I wanted to tie them together. So I'm going to have this little strip of washi tape go across both, and so it kind of gives that illusion that it is one card, so to speak. So those are two separate cards. They don't really match perfectly, but excuse me, I think it still works, and you can tell that they go together. So I'm using again some yellow washi to tie in that color, and then I'm just going to start sticking these down. So nothing too fancy here. Just using some puffy stickers to embellish. And those are nice, fun to use. I like that embellishment. And again, a little more washi kind of makes it look like the washi's holding up the photo. And then again, I just use my black pen to go all the way around the full 4x6, just to tie it together and dress it up a little bit. And then one little touch, again, I just thought, hey, why not? Let me just use one of my tiny brads. For no reason, I just felt that side was a little blah, and I just thought, hey, I'll add a brad. So that will finish this pocket though. So that's 3 done. And now this is the next photo booth strip I had, and unfortunately, I'm sorry, my camera was off when I was cutting it. So again, I just cut the strip down, and then I did cut all the perimeter of the photo strips off to make them all small little photos like this. And so I just cut them to be 3 separate little square photos, which I thought was cute. I used that purple to tie in the purple from above, and then I am doing something I thought would be fun. I am adding dimensionals to this middle photo so that it is a little bit raised, which was fun to do. And then I felt that pattern of that purple was just too busy. It was a little distracting, so I'm going to cover it up with some white cardstock. The purple also ties in with the photo because my niece in the photo, in her balloon crown, has some purple in it too. So I just thought that went well, and again, it ties in from that title card that had some purple in it too. So for the same reason as the other one, I'm going to tie these together by having the washi tape go across both. So I'm just going to add that there. Another one of these camera puffy stickers. And another puffy sticker. And some more washi. So I'm just trying to tie in the colors all together so that these all kind of have similar color scheme on each pocket. Excuse me. And I'm going to do a little more stamping. So I just have this little stamp that says Happy Together, and I'm using that gray ink, charcoal ink. And so I'm going to just stamp it 3 times just to help fill that blank space. I just didn't know what else to do there. So there, I stamped it 3 times, and I thought, okay, I'll do a little bit of stamping on this right side. So I just stamped the word happy, and then again the Happy Together, the whole phrase on the bottom there. And I think it just ties it all together. Then I thought I'll add one more of these puffy stickers, just again to fill that white space and to tie in the colors. And so that will finish this pocket here using the photo strip. So this next pocket is just a plain 4x6 photo. I don't decorate this one very much because I don't know what else to do with it. It's pretty busy. I didn't trim it down or anything, so I just added this little bit of yellow washi to the top, and then I'm just going to add a couple word stickers to the top left, and that will be it for that pocket, quick and easy. So this is going to be the last pocket. So I have this 4x6 vertical photo. I'm just going to cut it down so that it'll fit horizontally. And so again, don't be afraid to cut down your photos. No one's going to miss the bottom portion of this photo. The main focus is on their faces. So I added a little bit of that yellow for layering element on the right. The same washi tape here, just like I said before, to tie them all together so they all kind of match and have the same color scheme. I thought just to add another little brad here. And then I'm going to be adding some more the yellow washi. I added another puffy sticker. And then these are the same alphas that I used up above. So again, tying them all together using the same supplies makes it easy that they all match. And then this is just a little kind of splatter stamp. So I just thought I would add that as a little embellishment to just around the photo a little bit. Can't really see it, but I think it kind of fills it a little bit. And that will finish this spread. So here's the entire spread all together. Fun way to use those Photobooth pictures, and I hope you are inspired. Thanks for watching. Bye.